Looking westward along Highway 18, climax is about 20k away. It's Wednesday, July 25th, 2012, and this is Bracken, Saskatchewan. This is the old rail line that the CPR laid through here in 1924-25. They sold it off to Great Western Rails in the year 2000, and in 2002, Great Western ripped up the rails from Bracken down to Val-Marie, 20 miles away. This is all undifferentiated glacial moraine through here. We're looking south. On this windy day. Eastwards towards Val-Marie. The old right-of-way was laid down at the behest of George Spence, who was from Orkney and was a mover and shaker in the early part of the 20th century. And there it is, folks, the current end of the steel. Old Pool elevator. Pool's had a presence here since 1924, they claim. The line wasn't laid until 1925. What's left of the downtown, you can see the Square Hotel beyond the hall, the old church, the new church, the Bracken Gospel Church without the S, and some maintenance of way equipment. Looks like a spray tank for knocking down the weeds. There's the old lumber yard down on the Co-op station lot. Settlers began arriving in this area in 1909 after the big freeze of January 1907 froze all the cattle off the prairies out here, and the big ranches began to collapse. Here's the outdoor rink. I don't know whether that's a little change house or a remnant of something else that was built here. They got lights for the rink anyway. And looking south, there's the ball diamonds. Settlement really took off in 1914 after the CPR ran their rails out to Shaunavon, about 30 miles to the north. Many Norwegians and Swedes. Here's the old church, don't know when it was built. And an overview of Main Street. There's the credit union, the old hotel, and the post office. The rural post office of Edmund was established on October 15th, 1917. Changed its name on June 1st, 1924 to Bracken, named after the progressive conservative Premier of Manitoba, John Bracken, from 1922 to 1942. This is Main Street. The station would have stood right down there. An oddball E22-2 that the CPR finally got around to raising in 1930 at mile 74.6 of the Notikewin sub. They sold it off in 1973, and it is supposedly a museum on Main Street here, but I don't see it. I don't see much on Main Street. Don't think that hotel's in business anymore. There's a station-like building, but it's not on Main Street, and I don't think it's a station. The village was incorporated on January the 4th, 1926, and it remains a village. Peak population was 165 in 1931, and in 2011 there's only 30 folks that live here. There's the former Saskatchewan Wheat Pool elevator, still in use. To 1976 is the company's first high throughput operation in the province. Oh, and what have we here? Looks like a brace of General Electric Dash 8 B40 8Ws. Ex Atchison, Topeka, Santa Fe's, 4,000 horsepower each. Kind of interesting that the headquarters of the Great Western Railway is at Shaunavon, 140 rail miles away, but only 35 miles as the crow flies to the northwest. The Frenchman Valley is in between. There is no longer a school in Bracken, Saskatchewan.